What's up, doll collectors? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. It's Mashup Monday, and today is all about my mini babies. Today we have put together almost all of our My Mini Baby videos into one video. This one right here. From opening capsules and searching for babies to customizing them with lashes and crafting a few baby essentials. So let's start out with our very first My Mini Baby video. What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. You all know I have a love for silicone babies. This is Starla. She's my favorite. Sorry, Luna, but she is. She is so stinking adorable. I love that little face and those cheeks. And Starla has some ears. She's a perfect size for our 1/6 scale world. She's handmade. I bought her on Etsy. Has some amazing details like rooted lashes. And now Zuru 5 Surprise has gotten into the baby game. Say what now? Zuru 5 Surprise now has my mini baby. I paid too much for these. I had zero patience, and I'm usually pretty good about waiting until I can get the retail price. But I kind of have a soft spot for babies ever since one of mine went off to college. But we're not talking about that. Zuru 5 Surprise Mini Baby has 12 to collect. We can see a little picture right here on the side. I only bought 3 because I was trying to be good. Plus, I just wanted to test the waters before we commit to a collection. And I was paying above retail. So there's that. We're still getting a round capsule. I am secretly hoping for the day these turn into cubes so they can be useful. Remove the first layer, then remove the second layer. This is so exciting. Getting kind of nervous. When we open it, we have 3 paper bags, a small card. That is a birth certificate. How cute is this? And it's tiny. Well, it's kind of tiny. Oh, we're gonna need a baby scrapbook. There's a collector's guide showing all the babies and accessories that are available. If we're getting cribs and everything, I am a little concerned about scale because I need them to fit our 1/6 scale dolls. We've got 3 bags here. Let's start with the largest. Ooh, it's baby accessories. Looks like we have the bouncer. Assembly is required. Looks like this goes here. And we need the cushion, which is probably in this bag. Oh, it's like silicone. Okay. I was expecting fabric, but I guess this works. It's yellow with a polka dot pattern, and it has little tabs in the back that fit into the bouncer. Then this just goes in right here, and we can see it on the other side. There's a piece that goes across the top, and it can move. Then we have little pieces that go in to keep the baby entertained. And we have a little teething ring. We made one out of hot glue in a previous video. It was Random Doll Stuff 12. Let's place it on the floor. Oh yeah. And there was a diaper included with the cushion. Kind of feels like it's made out of the soft side of Baby Soft Velcro. And then it has little Velcro tabs, which means this is our baby and it's probably sitting in here in its birthday suit. Let's carefully open it to reveal our baby. I need the diaper. We get to have the full experience here. And put a diaper on the little baby. There we go. The baby is soft and flexible. It has painted details on its face. However, they're a lot more subtle than the stylized pictures on the packaging. The baby has painted hair. It is painted all the way around. It measures around 2.5 inches, making it a little smaller than our silicone baby Starla, and a lot smaller than a Barbie baby. But it is larger than a Baby Born Surprise Mini Baby. Here's the baby in the bouncer and with the little teething ring. Let's see the baby with a Barbie. I think it can work. It's definitely a small baby, but babies come in different sizes. I think it's more realistic than a Barbie baby, but my little baby Starla is still my number one. I'm not sure what the retail price is for my mini baby, but if it's around $10, then I don't think it's too bad. On the collector's guide, this is the baby we opened. So what counts as the 5 surprises? Because the capsule does say 5 surprise. The baby is 1, teething ring is 2, the bouncer is 3. Does the cushion count as 4? And does the birth certificate count as 5? I don't know. Let's open another one. I can see it now. My new dollhouse is going to be overrun with baby stuff. We have 3 bags. Again, this one feels like another cushion for the baby bouncer. Yep, it is. This time we have a green and white striped one, another diaper, and a book. You know how I love my mini books. It has pictures and pages, and I think it has a whole real story. Yeah, check that out. We can read it. Opening the large bag, I guess this is the baby bouncer or the baby rocker, right? I keep calling it a bouncer, but I think it's a rocker. We get the same toys, just in a different color. And I like the rockers. The scale seems perfect for the dolls, but might not be completely compatible with a Barbie baby. But not too bad for a baby born surprise. Let's open the baby and see the baby. Come on. Where's the baby? There it is. There it is. This one is a little more tan than the first one, and the lips are painted slightly different. They're a little more full. The first one is just a red painted line. However, the hair does blend in a little more, but it still works for the dolls. I just would have loved to have seen the facial details stand out a little more. We are down to our last capsule. We got one with green accessories, one with yellow. Now I'm hoping for pink. All right, here we go. Please be pink and don't be a rocker. This packaging definitely feels different. Here's the birth certificate. And in the largest bag, we have not the rocker. And I kind of love that the furniture is white and has a wood grain. I think it keeps it kind of neutral, even though the cushions have patterns and colors. Looking at the second bag, could that be pink? I think it is. Yes. We have a pink mat for the changing table. It's also made out of silicone or rubber. I think it's silicone. It fits right on top. Now this is pretty small. I think it's a great size if Chelsea had like a baby doll. Here's our articulated Chelsea. She's the same size as a regular Chelsea. And yeah, I think this would totally work for her. In the comments on a previous video, some of you said that we should use the baby born surprise dolls as dolls for Chelsea. I think you're right. With the changing table, we also got a tiny little pink bottle and a little blue bottle that can be used as baby products. And we got a diaper for my mini baby, which is the wrong end. This way. There it is. We got a new skin tone. Here are all of my babies side by side, and I can totally see all the details on the face. We can see that this baby's hair is painted with a little curl to it. And here's the baby with my doll. We can totally use Barbie accessories, including the little ducky bath towel. And they fit in our crafts. That is definitely good to know. And I think we can make a quick little bed using a capsule. Recycled paperboard from doll packaging, square wooden dowels, and fabric, and paint. Let's take a capsule, pull it apart, flip it around, and glue the rounded sides together. Take recycled paperboard. I cut a piece that is 4 by 12¼ inches. Cover it with fabric, bend it around the capsule, and glue into place. Cut thinner strips, Wrap them around the edge of the top and bottom. You can use more strips of paperboard to connect them or use square wooden dowels. I glued 4 1/4-inch square wooden dowels going around the circle. For the last one on the back seam, I made a little taller. Then I glue on 1/8-inch strips to fill it in. I carefully remove the capsules so I can paint it. Once dried, put the capsules back inside. And now that I'm looking at it, I think I only want to use 1 capsule. However, 2 does seem to be pretty sturdy, but I'm still doing it anyway. Here it is shorter, and let's add a little fabric over the top edge going into the capsule. Just to clean it up a little, then place it inside, stopping at the edge of the fabric. If you see any safety hazards, keep in mind we are making this for silicone babies. Cut a circle out of leftover paperboard, cover with felt and fabric, glue it into the bottom. I'm going to add a canopy or a mosquito net. However, this is completely optional. I'm using a button, tulle, ribbon, or a painted piece of paperboard. Glue gathered tulle around the edge of a button. Glue the button onto the wooden dowel. I glued mine near one edge, making sure it's open in the front. I gently pull and glue the tulle going around, just enough to hold it down. Cover the edge of the button with painted paperboard or ribbon. I'm going with ribbon to make a sleeping area for the babies. And there is plenty of space since this is the capsule they came in. And it works for Barbie babies too. In the finale of Summer and Callie, some of you wanted to know how we made Jazz's baby bump. Honestly, it was just a Squishville Squishmallow. But I think we can just take ideas from our Skims tutorial and make something using socks. I bought these at the dollar store a long time ago. They are some leftovers from when we made that video. These are shallow socks for when you're wearing like ballet slippers. I like them because they stretch both ways. Let's take the sock with the good side facing up and fold it in half. Sew a line going down, then at an angle. Trim off the excess. On the bottom, we have a little point here. And we're going to take this seam and match it up with the center, sew it together just at that tiny little spot. Flip it right side out to make some undergarments for the doll. Take a leftover piece of sock, add pillow fluff, and sew it closed to make a round pillow. And since that sock had 2 rounded ends, we can make 2 different sizes. Then place one inside the undergarments to make a baby bump. And since we have different sizes, we can always switch them out as the doll gets closer to her due date. We can pinch the fabric at the top if we like, or leave it as is. Place our doll clothes right over it, and you're good to go. And that's our first look at 05 Surprise My Mini Baby. Overall, I think they are a lot of fun. I will totally wait to buy more at their suggested retail price, but I am really excited for this line. I think the babies are really cute, and I can't wait to see more. Thank you for joining us while we took a look at My Mini Baby, recycled a capsule to make something for the baby, and made a baby bump for our dolls. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye! 작전은 간단해 관심을 낚아챈 다음 애찬 방심은 환영이에요. 팽팽한 월시 위를 당기다가 넣으면 정확히 날아가 Boom straight into your heart. 당연한 듯이 빠져들어 헤어날 수 I totally overpaid for my first My Mini Baby, but we now know that they are priced at $7.99 a capsule. And we can always save a little money by making our own recycled crafts. Check out this clip. I like the caps on these mint containers. Let's remove the labels. I'm gonna leave the bottom on and add paint to the inside. Move it around so it begins to coat the inside of the container. And you can always add a little water to help the paint move. Allow it to dry. And we have a diaper pail for our little babies. If you liked that craft idea, here are a few more. What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. We're gonna start off today with a random craft before we get to the baby stuff. While crafting, I use a lot of glue sticks, so I'm always trying to find ways to recycle. I was thinking we could turn this cap into a miniature tissue holder. I carefully cut an opening in the top, cut a small square of tissue, pull it through the cutout, and it's pretty much done. But if you want to change the color, we can wrap it with a piece of paper. I cut a strip of scrapbook paper that coordinates with the cap. I use glue to attach a piece around the sides. Then add the tissue to give it a different look. Or paint it. Add the cut tissue so we can have decorative tissue holders all over the dollhouse. Place them on the desk, in the bathroom, on the coffee table, wherever you like. Now for the babies. I just saw on Amazon that the My Mini Baby 2-pack is $15.99. So if we can get 2 at $15.99, my guess is that 1 will be priced at $7.99, since that's how it is for mini brand sneakers. Listen to this. I think we can tell which capsules have the stroller. Let's test that idea. It definitely sounds like a wheel to me when I shake it. Let's see if my theory is true. I have 4 bags and a cardstock birth certificate, along with the collector's guide showing all 12 babies in this series. I think we got one of these. I'm starting with the bag that's the noisiest, and let's open it to reveal parts of a tiny stroller. Assembly is required. I'm opening the second large bag, and we have more parts to the stroller. Wow, that's a lot of parts. Good thing there are instructions. Let's do this right here, that right there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and we're done. So yeah, it may be possible to hear which capsules have the stroller, and the wheels roll and everything. However, I think the scale's a little small for a Barbie. Just like the changing table, I think we could use it in a playroom for Chelsea. And if you want to see how we gave Chelsea articulation, check out our 5 Below Articulated Chelsea video. Let's open the next bag, which has a little fuzzy blanket to swaddle the baby and a tiny plastic beanie. And this must be the baby. So let's open it very carefully. I don't want to hurt the baby. There it is, with brown painted hair, the eyes painted shut, and painted lips. When you look really closely at these little babies, they are painted so it seems like we can see their veins. And the little bluish coloring on the chest, that is crazy. The swaddle is a cut piece of fuzzy fabric. There's a little star on the front, and it looks like it's just attached or closed with Velcro. The edges are not hemmed, so if you get one, we can use it as a pattern. I place it on a small square of fleece, then just cut around it, glue or sew on Velcro, embroider a little design if you like. I carefully sewed between the layers so I wouldn't add any bulk to the Velcro, but now we can make as many little blankets as we want. Good thing too, because this little baby didn't come with the diaper. But we can now place the baby in the stroller and go for a walk. Let's try the little hat on. Even though it's plastic, it's kind of cute. And here's the one we just made. I have an idea. I've been seeing this cute little swaddle on Pinterest for human-sized babies. I'm gonna try to make a simplified one in miniature. My pattern has 4 parts: the body, the legs, the hood, and the ears. I place it onto fleece and cut it out. I changed the design for the legs. I take the top part of the legs and we're going to place it onto the main part, then sew a straight stitch from one arm to the other. I'm trying to keep my stitches pretty small and close together. Next, let's take the ears and place them on top but upside down. Then take the hood and we're going to place that on top. Sew them together using a straight stitch. Flip it inside out. And it's looking pretty decent. We're going to fold over the sides just like we did earlier. And that's pretty much what it's supposed to look like. Before we add the Velcro, let's try it on the doll. I took the diaper from another baby, placed the legs inside, then let's fold these over. And it looks a little large. I think the legs are good, but maybe the hood needs to be a little longer. So I just redrew it and we're gonna start again. And this time I doubled the ears and flipped them so they are a little more plush. And here it is. I think this one turned out way better. There is a lot of room. The feet stop right about here, but I think it works. Let's try it again, but this time I want to use a fuzzy fabric, similar to the one that my mini baby uses. I have this pink fabric left over from earlier projects. 45 minutes later, here it is. Let's put the baby inside. Aww, it looks so cozy. This is a car towel I bought a while ago at the dollar store. Let's make one out of this. Okay, this one is probably my favorite. The fluffy fabric does a really good job of hiding the imperfections. However, when I doubled the ears, I used flannel on one side and then the fuzzy fabric on the other just because it was so bulky and difficult to turn. But I love it! The baby looks like a little teddy bear. So here are all of our bear swaddle wraps. This one was probably the easiest to make. The fleece was very forgiving, but the super fuzzy one is definitely my favorite. Here it is with the doll. Next time, I think I'm going to use pink flannel on the inside of the ears. But I think it's adorable. The pattern fits my silicone baby from Etsy, and it looks like it can work with the Barbie baby too. However, it is a little more snug. This pattern is not perfect, but it is free, and all of our patterns are available on our blog, MyFroggyStuff.blogspot.com. I bought these hair elastics from the dollar store a few Christmases back, and I thought they looked like those baby wrap carriers I've been seeing on Pinterest. They feel like tights. Let's place it on our doll so it's over one shoulder. Take the baby and place it inside to make a super easy carrier. Look at that little face. Here it is with a buff kin and a classic kin. Just 1 second. We have a question about our DIY Stanley Cup. This one, right here. If you're looking for an alternative, back in July, Miss T's _dollroom let us know about these on Instagram. They are straw cover caps. They come in a couple of different colors. They're hollow, and it looks like all we have to do is remove this little piece here. And the dolls have an instant tumbler. Thank you, Miss T's Dollroom. What if you don't have these elastics? Well, since they feel like tights, maybe we could just use tights. I got these in the children's department, and I'm just gonna cut a small piece. Place it on the doll, just like before, and we get similar results. Let's try placing the stockings around the doll's waist, then pull, twist, and then go over her head, so it crosses in the front. Pull the fabric over the doll's shoulders, straighten it out, so the twisted fabric is in the back. Then let's place the My Mini Baby inside for another way to carry the baby. These babies are flexible, so I would not store them this way for prolonged periods of time. But I think it's great for telling stories and taking a few photos. I am loving these My Mini Babies. I'm loving the prices, and I am loving all these projects. And I can't wait to do more. Thank you for joining us while we made a few things for my mini baby. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye! What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. Today, I thought we could spend a little time getting ready for our mini babies. I've got an idea for a bottle. Let's try it out. For this project, we're going to use a glue stick, a glue gun, clear tape, a paper clip so we can make a quick drying rack, paint, and our printable from our blog. We're going to need the milk for the bottles, which looks a little green. I need to go fix that. What about this? I don't know, it might be too dark. I'm moving on. When printing our printables, make sure it matches the scale so you can get the right size. This line should be at 1 inch. I cut a strip of paper from the bottom that's a little under 1/4 of an inch. Cut a second strip that's slightly thinner. Cut out the milk for the bottle. I tried my best to trim off the outline. Cut a small piece of the glue stick. Take half of the wider strip and wrap it around the top, gluing along the way. Repeat with the second thinner strip, making 2 small levels. Paint it, including the glue on top, while waiting for it to dry. Bend the paper clip so there is a part that is hanging in the air. Use the glue gun to add drips of hot glue and allow them to cool. Remove one and glue it to the top. Wrap and glue on the paper printable. Fill the bottom with more glue. Add clear tape to make a bottle of milk for the baby. We made the numbers and decorations different colors on the printable so we can make bottles with a little variety. And we can always seal the top with a little Mod Podge or clear nail polish for a shine. Keep in mind, the height of the bottle will vary depending on the width of your tape. Mine's about 3/4 inches. On our printable, we have a new inspired mini book titled What to Know When You Know You're Getting a Mini Baby. This is one of our quick books where the front cover can open, and there are words. If you find typos, remember this is a free printable. For the bulk of the pages, you can use craft foam, cardstock, or poster board. I'm gonna cut it out, and I usually use craft foam because it's really easy to cut and super fast. But today, we're gonna use layers of poster board. Glue the template on top. I'm using a glue stick to glue everything together. Cut it out and repeat until we get it how we want. This is 10 or 11 layers of poster board. I measure it to the spine. Yeah, that looks about right. I cut out the rest of the book, glue the template for the cover on recycled paperboard or poster board, and cut it out. Fold the printable cover on the lines. Glue in the paperboard or poster board between the lines. Fold over and glue down the tabs. Glue the stack of pages to the back and to the spine. Glue in the pages with words to have a mini book for the dolls to enjoy. If the dolls want to know if they're going to get a mini silicone baby, we have a printable for an at-home test. This was a request in the comments on a recent video. I printed the printable on cardstock. However, if you don't have or want to use cardstock, you can always glue together sheets of paper. Cardstock just makes it a little easier. So let's cut out the box. Cutting on the outside line, fold on the lines, fold the tabs on the top and bottom down, take the tab on the side and glue it to the front. Fold in the smaller bottom tabs then glue down the larger two. I use the end of my tweezers to press it down to make a small box, and the top just closes like that. It doesn't really want to stay though. So I included two on the printable so we can tape or glue one closed. But Toya, did you just make a mini that's an empty box? Yes, I did. But remember, it's free. But we do have something to go inside. Just cut them out, glue them onto layers of leftover cardstock, and cut them out again. I use blue paint to add a little detail onto the side to make test to go inside. We have a total of 3. They all have different results. Well, this one's blank, this one has 1 line, and this one has 2 lines. On the side of the box, you can understand what the lines mean. Wow, y'all be asking for some stuff. I had space left on the printable, so I threw in a few ultrasound photos. These are printed on cardstock, so we just have to cut them out. I think I should make the words a little bigger. But after you cut them out, they're pretty much done. It's the same photo twice, so you have one to frame and one to scrapbook. Now that we've done all of this to get ready for our little silicone bundle of joy, it's time to meet the baby. From 05 Surprise, here is a My Mini Baby capsule. I bought this on Amazon. They have a 2-pack for $15.99, and I just keep checking to see when it's in stock. With the last one we opened, we were able to hear that there was a stroller inside when we shook it. To me, it sounded like the wheels moving around, but it doesn't sound like that now, so hopefully this is not the stroller. We've already seen the rocker or bouncer, the stroller, and the changing table, so I'm hoping we get the crib. Toya, will you just open it already? Okay, let's do this. I was trying to build some suspense. There are 2 layers that we have to open. I can never get these. Then open the capsule. There are 3 bags, a collector's guide showing all 12 to collect. There's a birth certificate where we can write our mini baby's name. Let's open the largest bag. Did we get the crib? Is this the crib? No. I think it's another changing table. Yep, here are the instructions. Let's quickly put it together. Open the next bag, where we find a yellow polka dot mat for the table, a yellow fuzzy blanket to wrap the baby in. There's a little cloud on the front, and it stays closed with Velcro. And we got a yellow plastic headband for the baby. And now, the My Mini Baby. Carefully open the bag to see the little baby. This one didn't come with a diaper, so we're just gonna wrap it up in the blanket and add the headband so we can introduce our newest addition. I think the mini babies are a great size for our 1/6 scale dolls. However, I think some of the furniture items are a little small for me. But I think they're super cute and a great price. And it's kind of fun to make things I don't normally make. So if you all have any more suggestions, let us know in the comments down below. Our printables are available on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com, to download for free. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye! I am still looking for the pink stroller to complete the pink set. So let's open a capsule. However, I don't think this is a stroller because I don't hear a rattle. This one came in a 2-pack, so I wasn't able to, test it out first. But we're gonna go ahead and open it because who knows, I could be wrong. So we're just gonna be positive here. Think lots of positive thoughts. Here's the birth certificate and collector's guide. And in our first bag, we have totally another changing table. And I don't think this is pink. It is yellow, but I do like the yellow blankets. And we got a yellow hair bow for our new My Mini Baby. Well, hello there. This little baby doesn't have a diaper, but the little bow is too cute. And we have craft ideas on how to reuse these capsules. Roll the footage. I cut a scrap piece of felt to try to fit inside the capsule. Yeah, that might work. It's a long strip that is rounded on the top and has a slight curve on the bottom. I'm going to use it as a pattern just in case we have to make a few adjustments and cut a second one. I also cut a circle. I cover them with fabric, gluing it along the back. I might need to add a little cardboard to the bottom just to give it a little more strength. Let's glue in the back. Hopefully this kind of fits. I used hot glue. The pattern is not perfect, but it's kind of working. The cushion as is definitely needs more support. So I'm adding a piece of cardboard, then glue it inside. I take the tabletop from a Make It Mini capsule and glue it underneath. Add an angle to make what looks like a baby rocker, sometimes called a baby swing egg chair. Ours doesn't swing or rock, but I think it'll still look really adorable in our nursery. And you can always add the little restraints if you like. I'm just gonna place little baby Starla inside and let her enjoy her nap. Oh, and I cut this little T-shape for the rocker. I used it as a pattern to cut a piece of fabric, then I just folded over and glued the edges. Glue the ends under the cushion to make our little rocker more secure. But them babies are gonna need way more stuff. So we made a little store. Check out the video. What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. Our dolls have been chilling in our new dollhouse for a minute. I think it's time to take a trip into town. These are our easy shop windows using doll packaging. The tops are open so we can just remove this insert, clean it out, add a little scrapbook paper, glued together a few scraps of foam board. Let's cover it with a little scrap of fabric. I raised it up and added ribbon around the bottom, cut triangles of cardstock, glue them onto thread to make a banner. Let's place the foam board inside, add a few cakes, or whatever else you like to change the window display. And we can add a few fun details, like our Valentine's Day hearts from a few years ago, for a little fun. These could be a fun way to display some minis. This is the insert from that shop window. I glue scrapbook paper onto the back, take clear plastic from packaging, cut it. I cut it into 1.5 inch strips, then lightly score a line at 1/4 inch and another one at 1/2 inch from the edge. Carefully bend it on the scored lines to make a clear shelf. Attach them to the back with glue or double-sided tape, then add mini books to the shelves. Place the insert back inside so when the dolls walk by, they can see the newest bestsellers. The back of these storefronts are blank, so we can cover them with scrapbook paper, then add our printable bookcase to make a flat backdrop that looks like a bookstore, giving us a scene for the outside and the inside of the store. Another option is cut foam board. This is 13.25 by 15 inches. I cut a second piece of foam board that's the same size here, but then I kept 5 inches on the end. I scored it on the other side so it can bend, creating a corner. This is going to be the back of our scene, and that's the side. And this piece that we cut first will be the front. I printed out the door from our storefront printables, cut them out, then decide where I want it to go. I think I'm going to keep it over here. So I draw and cut out a rectangle. I cut another 5-inch board to fit on the side, take clear plastic from packaging. I cut a rectangle that's a little larger than the cutout. I'm going to glue these two sides together, then cover it with scrapbook paper. I'm gluing my shop door printable on the other side. Take the foam board that can bend, cover the side to match, and now we can see how our box will fit together. But before we glue them, glue the clear plastic over the cutout, frame the window and the door with strips of foam board. I covered the inside wall and framed the window as well, cut foam board for the floor, cover with paper, then glue it under the window. I made sure the floor was a little short on this end so we can glue on the other wall that moves. Before we glue them together, add a baseboard under the window if you like, and let's add some shelving to this wall. First, I lightly sketch the layout of my shelves. I cut 2 pieces of foam board at 2 3/4 inches. I cut 2 more at 2 inches. I will use these for the sides of the shelving. I cut more foam board for the shelves. My center shelves will be 4.5 inches long, and my shelves on the sides are 3 inches. Starting with the farthest side near the bend, I begin gluing them over the lines drawn. I use a ruler to keep everything straight. After gluing down the farthest side, let's add those 3-inch shelves. I glued 4. Then let's glue a flat piece on the bottom. Add one of the wider strips to close it off. Then the shelves, another side, more shelves, and the last side. To complete the shelving, I made sure to leave enough space so the shelving could clear the floor. Glue the side that moves onto the floor and to the back of the front. So we have a large box that folds open so we can display a few things inside. When I was planning out this room, I didn't really think how it would look through the window when the box is closed. I probably should have kept the shelves a little flatter and to this side, so there would be a nice visual from the street. All I could think is that I really wanted some shelves to display a few of the accessories from the My Mini Baby capsules. But now we need more stuff to fill the other shelves. Let's cut rectangles of fabric. This is flannel, and we're gonna fold it in thirds, then fold it in half, make a stack, and place them on the shelf. We can also use fleece. I cut 2 by 2 inch squares, then just fold them in half and roll them. I made 3, and I hold them together with a small rubber band. Then we can add ribbon and a bow to look like a small set of washcloths. We can also use baby washcloths or a microfiber towel for more texture. We can add crafts from previous videos. Check out our mini baby stuff playlist on YouTube for a boppy or nursing pillow, play mats, and similar items that we can fold and place on the shelves. Let's go through our scrap wood bin and find some thin wooden dowels, cut them to the desired width, then glue them into the shelving unit. Use small paper clips to quickly make small hangers. I cut a rectangle of a t-shirt material. This is about 4 inches by 2 1/4. I make sure the stretch is out to the sides, even though this might not be functional. Fold over and hem the top and bottom by gluing or sewing. To save time, I'm using glue, and I also glued a good portion of the sides. Then I flip it over, fold it in half, but keep it uneven at the bottom. Fold it in half, and I'm using pins to keep everything where I want it. Cut off the corner, add a little bit of a curve, open it, remove the pins. I glue ribbon across the top on one side, then flip it over and glue more ribbon on the other. With the good side facing up, fold it in half, lining up the edges, fold it in half again, make a cut for a sleeve and down the side, open it up, add ribbon across the shoulder, on both sides, then fold it in half, sew or glue from the sleeve all the way to the bottom. Flip it right side out, being very careful if you used glue to make a small shirt to go on the hangers. If you sew it, it might be wearable. If you glue it, it might or might not. Right now, I'm just trying to get stuff on the shelves. Cover scraps of foam board with fabric or scrapbook paper to make art. We can also draw a tree on paper or foam board, go over it in ink, then glue it into the room. Add a shelf or two. I made a larger tree and decorated both sides to go in front of the window. We can add woodsies as plushies onto the shelves, and of course, a few mini brands. The mini brands diapers are perfect for this space. Let's throw in the wet ones. They match the color palette. I have a few more diapers and this baby Vaseline. I place the bouncer that matches my color palette on the other side. Now I just have to wait to get another one to even it out. Until we do, let's just add some mini brands Baby Dove. So there's something on every shelf in our little store. Use stickers on the window to give the shop a name. I went with Into the Woods because we have a little woodland creature theme here. Our bookstore just says the Barbie look because that was what was on the doll box. And I've changed this one so many times that I just haven't got around to naming it. And when I started this video, it was before Valentine's Day. Now it's after Valentine's Day. But we're just gonna leave those hearts up because love is all year round. Since the top of all of the stores are open, we can just place a light right above them so it looks like the lights are on in the store. Now the dolls can get out of the house, whatever planet they're on, and window shop, check out the latest releases, get a photo op with a store backdrop, or actually go into a store because the side folds out and we can take the doll inside to shop. I love the idea of using some of the My Mini Baby accessories as decorative pieces in a store. And this little shop helps me to keep some of my baby-related miniatures in one place. Thank you for joining us while we made a little baby store. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye! Our little baby collection is growing, and there are other mini babies out there. In the next video, we're going to compare all of our mini baby options. We want to give a special thanks to Dreamshire for sending star babies to us as a gift for free. What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. Today we are in our new miniature baby store that we made in this video. I just made a new printable with some baby food labels. I'm hoping that we can use them with pony beads to make miniature jars of baby food. So let's cut one of the labels out and wrap it around a pony bead. I think it's a little too large. Back to the computer. I made the labels a little smaller. Carefully paint the inside of the pony bead. While they're drying, cut out the labels. Use a hole punch on layers of paperboard or craft foam. I brush the edges with a little silver paint. Glue the circle label on top. I used a 1/4 inch hole punch and it seemed to match up pretty good. I glue the label around the pony bead. Since the bead is round, I push the label kind of to the bottom. Then I glue the craft foam on top to make a tiny jar of baby food. And here it is in a doll's hand for a size comparison. What if we go ahead and cut out the larger label and glue 2 beads together Glue the label around the center. And I always start with the right-hand side first, then add the top to make a taller jar of baby food where I had no problem keeping the label flat, giving our store more options. So I will add the larger label back to the printable as well. Our baby food is called Crafty Baby. We have blueberry, carrot, and peas. And of course, you can use pony beads that are already colored. I just like the clear ones because with a little paint, I can make whatever flavor I want. And to me, it kind of gives the illusion of glass. We've got mail. Oh my goodness, it's babies. From Dreamshire on Instagram and dreamshire.com, here is a Star Babies mystery bag. It says Dreamshire Nursery at the top, Series 1, not a toy. Please note that this item is not intended to be used as a toy. Handle with care and follow safety guidelines. All safety guidelines. It's a mystery bag. It contains one handmade silicone doll inside squishy glow-in-the-dark star, baby blanket, mystery accessory, and birth certificate. On the back, there are instructions, and it says to be very careful while opening the squishy star. Silicone babies are delicate. Handle with the utmost care. Keep away from extreme temperatures, sharp objects. And this is a 100% handmade item, which may exhibit imperfections, which only add to the character and should not be considered defects. Make sure your hands are clean and have a clean space to open the Star Baby. Let's open it. Ooh, we can already see some stuff. There's the star. Okay. Let's carefully remove it from the wrapper. Oh yeah! Inside, we also found a birth certificate that we can fill in, a little message from the artist, and a collector's guide showing us all the different babies we might find. The star comes wrapped in plastic. Oh, and it is squishy. Look at that. This is such a cool idea. Oh wait. Am I squishing the baby? Handle with care, Toya. Now we have to just search around for the thin spot. Let's see. There we go. That looks pretty thin. And it says we can easily open it. Oh my goodness. There it is. Okay. This is kind of crazy. Is that the head? This is definitely an experience. There is the little silicone baby. The baby was born from a star. Like, really, we just watched it. Now let's remove it. Y'all said that we should use these paint cans for a gender reveal. Is it a girl or is it a boy? It's a boy. Congratulations. Let's just get the blanket, which has a little bottle inside. The blanket is fleece, and we can quickly wrap up our little baby, so it's nice and cozy. The little baby is pretty soft. It has painted details and sculpted hair. It's larger than most of my silicone babies, but next to our 1/6 scale dolls, it just looks like an older baby. I also got an outfit. It says handmade with love. The little extras are everything. We can get the baby dressed and add a hat so we can see more of the baby's shape compared to our dolls. I think the size could work. The baby's feet don't go all the way to the end of the little outfit here. They stop right about there. Here's the baby in a little woodsy diaper. It almost fits, but it is a tiny bit small. But now we can compare it in size to our other silicone babies. I got this baby on Etsy from Silicone Snuggle Baby. I think it was around $35 or $39. This one is considered a 2.5-inch baby. I got this one from Babies by Lori Etsy shop. This one was $150 and has rooted eyelashes. It's 2 3/4 inches. Here it is next to the Star Baby. I named this one Luna. I bought the same doll in blue because I wanted a little avatar baby. Then I found Nadia Guillory's Etsy shop. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but here it is. And that's where I got little baby Starla with rooted lashes and ears. I think this one had a regular price of $169 US. And I got her again as a little avatar baby. These are probably also around 2 3/4 inches. And here they are next to the star baby. And lately, I've been collecting a lot of the Zuru My Mini Baby babies. These are the smallest out of all of them. Not sure if it's actually silicone. This one does feel different, but it's still flexible, and I've seen them on Amazon for 2 for $15.99. I have 3 different skin tones. Here it is next to Luna, Avatar Starla, and Star Baby. So that's my silicone baby collection. Well, silicone baby-ish collection. We do have a few more My Mini Babies, but they don't all have diapers. The handmade babies are definitely bringing in some amazing details. Some of them you might want to save up for. The Zuru My Mini Babies are definitely easier on the budget. However, some of their accessories are a little underscale for my miniature world, and availability can be an issue. However, when it comes to an unboxing experience, to me, the Dreamshire Star Babies have been the most fun. On their website, it looks like they are regularly priced at $50, and sometimes you might catch a sale. And special releases, like Star Baby's Little Sweeties Series 1, with a little heart theme. Let's open it up. Looks like we have a blanket, the birth certificate and collector's guide, and a squishy pink heart. It is so cool seeing what other creators are out there making. All right, we gotta find where we can open this. Probably right here, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. There it is! And it looks like this one has confetti, brown hair, and a different skin tone. There are little hearts. Is it a boy or is it a girl? It's a girl. Inside the blanket, we have a little pink hat, and the blanket has a heart pattern. Let's try on these baby clothes. There's a diaper with Velcro on one side and a dress with a small piece of Velcro in the back, and it seems like the edges have been sealed with glue, and there is a small headband. And here's the baby with a Ken doll. So if you are in the market for a squishy baby, there are a few options. In the comments, I saw a lot of requests for board books. So I did my best to try to create some. I used art from an earlier printable. These are from our doll art classroom from many years ago. I'm not sure if the measurements are right, so let's go ahead and test it out. There's a cover, pages, and a template. Cut everything out. Take recycled paperboard, trace the template 4 times and cut it out. Fold the pages in half. Fold the cover at the spine. Take the first page and glue the paperboard to the back of each side, making sure to avoid the fold so it can bend. Add the next page. So the second piece of paperboard is now covered on both sides. On the back of the page, add another piece of paperboard, then repeat with the last 2 pages. So there is paperboard on both ends, and all the pages are in the center. Take the cover and glue it to the outside to make a miniature board book that has a real tiny little story in it, giving us another mini book for the dollhouse. Our printables are available to download for free on our blog, myfroggystuff.blogspot.com. And we're gonna need more shelves, but we'll save that for next time. Thank you for joining us while we checked out some miniature babies and did a little crafting. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. To all our fabsome besties who shop at MyFroggyStuff merch, thank you for supporting the show. And we will see you next time. Bye! thought this Barbie playset looked really good with the My Mini Babies. So when I saw it on sale on Amazon, I went ahead and picked up a couple more. Now I'm gonna set these up in our store to look like a little nursery. While I'm doing that, check out these videos. What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. My Amazon order for Zuru 5 Surprise, My Mini Baby, is slowly starting to arrive. Like seriously, these wait times are no joke. I bought this 2-pack on Amazon for $15.99, which means they're about $7.99 a capsule. There are 12 to collect, and today we are adding 2 more to our collection. In the capsule, we have a baby certificate, a collector's guide showing all the babies and accessories. We have 4 paper bags, and oh no, I think it's another stroller. Let's carefully cut it across the top because I think we can reuse this bag. And yep, it's a stroller, which means this baby is a double for me. There are instructions, so we can put the stroller together. I guess we can put this in a corner somewhere. In the other bag, we have a blanket and a hat. And the last bag is the little baby that we can wrap up in the blanket, add a hat, and now we have twins, which is genius because who is going to get upset about doubles when they're twins? Well, there is this. Now that we have all of these little paper bags, we can turn them into shopping bags like we did with the Mini Brands books. Just trim a little off the top and make sure it's even. Go to the side of the bag and we're going to flatten it to make a little triangle. Fold the triangle over so it's underneath our soon-to-be bag. If this sealed in is too wide, we can just trim it down, fold the triangles on both sides, and secure with tape. Crease the corners. Fold over the bottom just like a bag. Take the strip we cut off the top, cut it into 2 pieces, carefully twist them, leaving the ends flat. After twisting 2, tape the flat sides inside the bag to make a mini shopping bag. Well, a My Mini Baby shopping bag, which is perfect for our baby store. Out of 1 capsule, we can get 2 large bags. Then we can take a little tissue paper. I'm using blue, green, and white. Then we're gonna just fold it a little bit and place it inside the bag. And we can totally use these as shopping bags or gift bags. Let's make something to go in them. I was on Pinterest and I saw these little baby cocoons. And I think we can make something similar using socks. These are toddler socks I bought at Target a while back. I cut off the top of the sock, cut a rectangle out of the bottom, open it up, fold over the top 2 times, then fold it in half, matching up the edges. I use pins to hold it in place, sew along the side using a needle and thread or a sewing machine, and I went over the edges with a zigzag stitch. At the bottom, sew a loose stitch, then pull the thread to gather it. Make a few stitches to secure it, flip it inside out, place the baby inside to make a quick baby cocoon. I cut a small rectangle from the heel of the sock. Let's fold the bottom twice again, fold it in half just like before, sew up the side. I go over the edges to stop them from unraveling. When I get to the top, flip it inside out, place it on the baby's head, carefully stitch around the top to gather it to make a matching hat. Take the rest of the sock and let's turn it inside out, then fold it to look like a folded baby blanket on a shelf. It can also be functional if you just want to wrap the little baby in one. It kind of looks like a little crocheted blanket. I like to have lots of little ways to wrap up the babies because for me, some of my included Velcro on the little blankets has come loose. But it's good to know that we can easily make our own swaddles, wraps, and cocoons. Let's open the second capsule. Wait, let's shake it to see if it sounds like a stroller. Nope, I think we're good. Let's pull the little tab, remove the wrapper, and see what's inside. I'm hoping for a crib, because I haven't gotten one yet. And this is another bouncer in the color yellow. So this is another double for me. Welcome to the mini world, my mini baby. Oops. Sorry about that. This time we get a diaper, so yay. I think they should all come with a diaper. Just saying, just so we don't have to wrap all our little babies up in cocoons. Although they are kind of adorable. But here is the newest addition to our My Mini Baby collection. Another twin. But this little baby comes with a teething ring, which is super cute. Since I didn't find my Mini Baby crib today, let's check out Perfectly Cute Series 3. I bought this from Target for $5.99. It was buy one, get one 50% off. So I got two. This is another surprise baby toy that's been out for a while. Looks like we'll get a baby, a toy, a bottle or a sippy, and a crib. It comes in two colors, and I'm hoping for the greenish one. I have a feeling that the baby might be too large for our 1/6 scale dolls. But I'm interested in seeing the accessories. It's the purple one. The crib is made of plastic and assembly is required. But it doesn't look too complicated. This line is by Jack's Pacific. The crib is a little low and narrow. Here it is next to a curvy Barbie. Here's the included baby. Yep, it's definitely a little large. We could probably use it as a toddler with a made-to-move curvy Bratz. It has the basic 5 points of articulation with movement at the head, shoulder, and hip. But yeah, I think it's a little large for a Barbie. However, the included accessories are kinda cute. We have a little cloud pillow, and it totally matches our color palette. And we have a bottle that's kinda squishy. A Barbie can easily hold it, and I guess we can pretend to use it with My Mini Baby. However, it is a little large. But it matches. I'm opening the second one pretty much to see the accessories. Ooh! We got the green crib, so at least we can see what it looks like. Here's the baby. We have a crib toy, that could come in handy, and a pink bottle. I wonder if there is something else we can do with these wrappers, because I kind of tore this one. What if we cut them into small rectangles, take some tissue and fold it up, place it inside the wrapper, trim off the excess, then roll it, and secure with a little tape. Make several, glue them around a plastic cap, going all the way around, add a second layer if you like, add ribbon and bows, and our DIY teething ring made out of hot glue to make a miniature diaper cake, allowing us to recycle the paper bags in the capsules and make a few things for a miniature baby shower. Thank you for joining us while we had fun with some baby stuff. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye! What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. I am totally loving the way we are doing doll rooms with the easy walls that we made in this video. If I want to change things up, I can just move the walls to close off spaces and change the wallpaper. I kind of feel a little more willing to use patterns I wouldn't normally use, kind of like our magnetic wallpaper, only these walls come with storage. We can create small minis to go inside. I was thinking that maybe we could make some lamps using Easter eggs. If it works, this could be a fun way to use Easter eggs after Easter. These eggs are made of foam. I bought them at Michael's. We are also using a used pen, a button, a deodorant cap, and LED lights. I start by taking the pen apart to get the clear tube. I score it where I want to cut, then I can easily break it. I push it through the egg and clear out any excess foam so we can see right through the center. Run the lights through the tube, then just wrap them around the top in a tight little coil. Bend the cord to the back of the lamp, glue on a button for the base, and a plastic cap for the top. I'm using a deodorant cap. I glued the battery pack to the back of a Mini Brands book's shelf, and I glued down the wire as well, leaving the switch on the side so we can just turn it on. And we have a working lamp, and the cord is hidden in the back, adding a soft glow to our doll rooms. And when we're not using it, we can just place it between the walls. Y'all, I had an idea. After we made the diaper cake using My Mini Baby packaging, in this video, I thought to myself, if we can make a diaper cake, can't we just make diapers? Like diapers that look like disposable ones. But I'm going to need more My Mini Baby packaging. So I guess we have no choice but to open more My Mini Babies. On Instagram, Zuru Toys made a post saying that My Mini Babies are now in stores. I haven't found them in the wild yet. I've been buying the 2 packs on Amazon for $15.99 each. But Toya, it always says currently unavailable. Y'all, I've been checking Amazon 3 times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. When I see there's an option to buy, I pick up a couple because I am kind of crazy about these little babies. And yep, those 5 Below towels totally work. But now that Zuru Toys has said that they are in stores, if you are looking for them, you probably just need to keep an eye out. Or stalk Amazon like I do. I am hoping to get the pink or green crib today. I haven't gotten a crib yet, so that would be nice. We have 2 capsules with 12 mini babies to collect. Pull the zipper tab, remove the wrappers, then the capsule, take out the bags. We have 3 bags, which we need today for crafting, a birth certificate, and a collector's guide showing all the mini babies. And in a previous video, we turned it into board books. How adorable is that? Let's carefully open the bag because we need it and see what we have. It's a changing table that we can quickly put together following the instructions. And let me just say, while it is under scale for my dollhouse, I do appreciate the white furniture. Let's open the next bag to get pink. It's not a crib, but it's pink. We also have a fabric diaper, which is awesome because they don't always come with one. Some tiny pink baby products and tiny blue baby products. Let's carefully cut the last bag. Don't want to cut the baby. To reveal our little bundle of joy. Oh, you're stinking adorable. And in need of a diaper. We'll be right back. I'm gonna need this too. Let's place the mat on the changing table. And here's our little baby. We can place the little products on the shelf underneath to display our My Mini Baby. Now that we have our bags, let's see if we can upcycle them into disposable diapers. I'm gonna need that diaper to make a pattern. I trace it on the instructions, cut it out, then use the pattern on the wrapper, then cut them out, place it on a baby for size. I think we should take it in just a little more around the leg, just because it is paper and I don't want it to cut into the baby. So I altered the pattern. Then I cut a second one to be a small insert to go in the center, making sure there's a little space around the edge. Take a small piece of the wrapper, fold it in half, place the pattern on the fold, lightly trace around it, cut it out, take a tissue, lightly trace the smaller pattern on top. I ended up tracing mine on the fold to keep all the pieces together. Cut it out on the inside of the traced line. Use tape to attach the tissue to the wrapper. I trimmed the tape, leaving a small border on the sides, and then I just made small cuts so I can fold the tape over the edge. I'm using an invisible tape, so I'm hoping that it just blends in. The tissue is now sealed on the other side. Now we just need to figure out how we want to keep our disposable diaper closed. Double-sided tape works really good. You just have to put a little square on the inside tabs, but I like using washi tape. Cut 2 thin strips and attach them to the outside of the top 2 tabs. Then we can cut more washi tape if we like and place it onto the back of the diaper to decorate our little disposable diaper. Okay, I kind of love that. Now the washi tape is not the most secure hold, so if you want something a little stronger, I would go with the double-sided tape. But the washi tape is also easy to replace as it loses its stickiness. You just peel it off and replace it. So if your My Mini Baby doesn't come with the diaper, you can DIY some disposable ones by recycling the packaging. I was able to make 3 out of one of the smaller packages. And to store them, we can just take one of the empty diaper boxes from mini brands, open it up, and remove the paper inside, then add our crafted diapers. They totally fit. Then we can just close it up and store the diapers underneath. One baby to go. Come on, give me a crib. I know the crib is going to be small. I just want to see one. Here's the birth certificate and the collector's guide. I have 3 packages, which we are going to carefully open because, you know, they have the potential to be disposable diapers. And, yes! That looks like a crib! Yeah! Here are the instructions to put it together. It looks pretty simple. This goes here. The other one goes here at the other end. Then a board on the bottom. Easy enough. In the next bag, we have a little mattress. It's yellow with polka dots and a little baby pillow. We can place that right there. There's a blanket to wrap the baby and a tiny little teddy bear. So I'm thinking this one doesn't have a diaper. Nope. But that's okay because we've got packaging and we can make a little disposable diaper and do a little recycling. So I finally got a crib, which is awesome. But yeah, it's kind of small. But we can take all the different pieces that we have and make a tiny mini baby nursery. Let's check the comments right quick. Toya, can you give the babies eyelashes? Like with a rerouting tool? I'm gonna have to poke them in the eye. Okay, let's do it. We made this rerouting tool using our custom Rainbow Dash video that we made many years ago. It's an X-Acto knife holder and a sewing needle. I use wire cutters to cut the eye of the needle at an angle, then just place it in a X-Acto knife holder, whatever this thing is called, and you have a rerouting tool. Let's borrow a strand of hair from a doll, place the hair over the baby's eye. I actually placed it a little bit before where I want it to go, and then we're going to use the rerouting tool like a little hook. Go before to grab the hair. Then we're going to move over to the line of the eye, like the little painted eyelash, and just push it in. And then pull the tool out. And it's staying. Then I trim the excess and repeat, getting as close to the last one as I can. Yep,
This is tiny customizing and might not be the correct technique for this, like, at all, but it does seem to be working. So after I do one eye, we can just trim those little lashes. Not too bad, but we do need to do a better job of keeping it on the lash line. Do the second eye. I was able to do both eyes with that one strand of Brat's hair. And now our My Mini Baby has rooted eyelashes, which totally helps to make the eyes stand out more. I'm pretty happy with our first attempt here. But keep in mind, when customizing, you take the risk of ruining your dolls forever and ever. You have been warned. Another idea is to thread the needle with the hair, then push it through the lash line, pull the needle out from the other side, and trim it. I like this better because I feel like I have more control over the placement, but keep in mind, both ways could end up with splitting. I wonder if we can cut a mouth. I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife. Oh wow, this looks like something. And yeah, so we're gonna just go ahead and cut a little slit right on the little smile or mouth line or whatever that little painted line is. These little babies are very easy to cut, so be careful. But we did it. But now the little babies can drink from a bottle. And it stays. However, I would not leave the baby with the bottle or a pacifier for a prolonged period of time because then it might get stuck that way because it wasn't designed to do this and we don't know the long-term effects. But with all these doubles, twins, and triplets, it's kind of fun to spend a little time customizing them. Thank you for joining us while we had fun with our minis, recycled doll packaging, made a lamp out of an Easter egg, and gave our mini babies eyelashes. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye! What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my Miniverse. I'm missing my babies. Delivery! Wow, these Miniverse delivery people are no joke. I got some more babies from Amazon. I paid $15.99 for a 2-pack, but before our little baby reveal, let's make some new walls for a room. I'm using white foam board, and let's cut two 12 by 13 inch rectangles that we can use for the front and back of our little storage box walls, and a rectangle that is 3 inches wide and a little over 11.5 inches long for the base of our box. I cut two 3 by 13 inch boards for the sides. Let's glue it together, just like we did in our first video. This one right here, to make our box. Let's add scrapbook paper. I cut a strip of paper and covered one of the sides, so it goes around the corner. And now we have a place to store our My Mini Baby stuff when not in use. Let's make another box. Again, we are cutting 3 inches for the sides. Then let's piece together leftover foam board. We're gonna cover it with scrapbook paper so we should be able to hide those seams. I glued enough foam board together to get a 12-inch wall. I cover it with scrapbook paper. I cut a 2.5 inch piece of foam board at 6 inches long. Repeat to make 2. I take one and glue 1 inch foam board underneath on all the sides to make a platform. Cover with felt and fabric. I only worried about covering the areas that will be visible. I glue the other piece to the bottom. I cut 6 by 3 inch rectangles to glue onto the sides. But before I glue them on, I cut 1/2 inch strips 4 that are 3.5 inches, and 4 that are 6 inches. Let's cut 1/4 inch strips. I cut a total of 14, and we're going to evenly space these as best we can and glue them to the 1/2 inch pieces. I start by gluing the 1/2 inch strips on the ends first, glue a 1/4 inch strip in the center between these two, then glue 2 more in the center of those spaces, then glue more in between those spaces. Glue the last 1/2 inch board to the bottom, then repeat to make 2. Making sure all the good sides are facing forward, let's glue these to the sides. I started with one of the gates and one of the solid boards, then add our fabric colored box. Let's add this piece next, then the last side. To make a crib, let's cut another 3x6 rectangle of foam board. I cut 2x6 inch pieces for the sides, 3 shelves, and a small piece for the bottom. Glue the small piece for the bottom under one of the shelves. Glue on one of the sides, add the shelves, add the other side, cut and glue another piece of foam board for the top to make a shelf. Now that we have our furniture and some walls, let's put this thing together. Let's glue on the side walls for our box. They are 3x13 inch rectangles. We can add more scrapbook paper to wallpaper the inside as well. Cut a 3-inch wide piece of foam board for the floor. Let's cover it with scrapbook paper, then glue it into the space. I cut more foam board at 1.5 inches and glue it across the top. Mine is 2 inches from the edge. Then let's glue a 1/2 inch strip across the top edge and down the sides, making like a large doorway or the entrance to a closet. We can place it right next to the other wall, place the crib inside. If our measurements are good, there is just enough space for it to fit. We can add the shelf and glue everything in place. Or you can leave it freestanding so you can move things around. We can add some of the My Mini Baby accessories like the top of the changing table, or we can make our own by cutting some leftover felt to fit the top of the counter. I cut 4 and stack and glue them together. Cut 2 more and roll them and glue them to the sides. Glue the ends onto the felt and add another layer of felt on top. Trim off the excess to make a little changing table mat with little bumpers to help hold the baby in place. And of course, you can cover it with fabric and dress it up however you like. I'm just cutting a few rectangles of fabric and pulling the threads on the sides to make a fringe, then fold them and add them to the shelves. We can make one a little bigger for an easy no-sew blanket for the crib. I have some old toy packaging from forever ago. It looks just about the right size to fit on our shelves. Let's cut it into 2 boxes, then cover them with scrapbook paper. I make a few holes, add some cord or ribbon to make small baskets to go on the shelves, giving us some storage in this space. We can also place small items under the crib and on the shelf at the top. And there's a little extra space on the side. I have some trim with pom-poms. I cut a small piece and glue it above the bed. We can use foam letters to spell out the baby's name or just baby if this is a catch-all room. We can take some macrame cord and just glue it into a circle going around and around. When we get it the size that we want, begin gluing it on top, on the edge, going all the way around to make small baskets to go on the top shelf, giving us a nursery in a closet for the doll who needs some tiny space solutions. Speaking of tiny, it's My Mini Baby time. Wow, we did all that so we could open 2 capsules. Yeah, that totally sounds like something I would do. Oh, and that sound, yeah, that's me. It doesn't do that. But I love these little easy to store walls that we can use to create scenes and mini rooms. And This is another bouncer. Honestly, though, I'm just here for the babies. And in the comments, some of you wanted to know, when was Jazz gonna have her baby? Oh yeah, I guess it has been a while. Well, I guess today is the day. We already know it's the bouncer, so it can be this one, or this one. So whatever this is, it's gonna be Jazz's baby. And she has a ball baby. Oh,
I think it's this one.
and to confirm that, yep, it is.
Yes, we get a diaper.
And for the record, I think they should all come with diapers. Let's put this here.
And it kind of matches our room.
And I think it'll fit.
Yes, we can store it right there when not in use. And we got a book.
Which we can put on the top shelf.
Congratulations, Jazz. It's a green baby. Oh, but there's another one.
Because this was a 2-pack, so we got 2 babies. I had no idea Jazz was having twins until just now. This sounds like a stroller. So let's go right to the baby and see Jazz's second baby. And there it is. Oops, sorry. Yay! Let's open the accessories. And we have
Another diaper. And this baby came with a bottle. I didn't even know they came with bottles.
which is another fun accessory for our room. So they're not identical twins, but at last, Jazz has her babies, who are half werewolves. Say hello to the new Luna and Jacob. And yes, that's a Twilight reference. Thank you for joining us while we made a nursery in a closet that is easy to store. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye! And I just finished taking the last one out of the packaging. We can add the little babies wrapped in their little blankets. Take the scrubs from the included dolls and give them to ones with a little more articulation for another way to store and display our mini babies. Thank you for joining us for another MyFroggyStuff mashup. Let us know what mashups you would like to see in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time.